I'm Maximus, and this is a Transformers video review. Hey, what's going on, Mouseketeers? My Maximus with a Transformers video review. From Transformers Generations, this is Titan's Returned Fortress Maximus with Emissary and Cerebros. On the front of the box, it shows that he has 3 modes. He has his Cybertron City mode, his Battle Station mode, and his Robot mode. So laying the box down for a couple of seconds on the top, here it shows Emissary as the Titan Headmaster. Here it shows Cerebros as the head of Fortress Maximus. Here's Fortress Maximus in his Robot mode. Here is the City mode, and over here is the Battle Station mode. On the side of the box, you get a bio that reads, Fortress Maximus is the ultimate weapon. In his alternate mode, he is a city, a headquarters the Autobots and their Titan Master partners can use as a base of operations. There is no theoretical limit to his size. His ability to connect with other bots and form a Cybertron city allows him to expand and add functions as needed. In battle, his sheer size makes him almost unstoppable. He is one of the few known Titans that remain in the universe, and he is the only known Titan who can unite with a Titan Master partner. Whoever controls him controls a weapon of unimaginable magnitude. So as we take a look in the back, it's showing Fortress Maximus in his Robot mode. The head of Fortress Maximus forms Cerebros. The head of Cerebros forms Titan Master Emissary. Then it shows Fortress Maximus in his City mode, which has lights and sound. Then it shows Fortress Maximus in his Battle Station mode. It also works with Titan Master's Nightbeat, Deluxe Class Hardhead, Voyager Class Sentinel Prime, and Leader Class Autobot Blaster. You will need to buy a pack of batteries for the lights and sound. It takes 2 AAA batteries. So I think that just about covers it for the packaging. Without further ado, let's get Titan's Returned Fortress Maximus with Emissary and Cerebros out of here and see what they're all about. So taking Fortress Maximus out of the box, this is how he comes packaged. You have to assemble the arm and one of the accessories that comes with it. Fortress Maximus comes with a sheet of stickers. I'll most likely be doing a separate video to show you where the stickers go on your Titan's Returned Fortress Maximus. He also comes with a collector's card. On one side, you have some really nice artwork of Titan's Returned Fortress Maximus, and on the other side, they're all marked as 20 for strength, speed, agility, and the power of Fortress Maximus, Cerebros, and Emissary. So on the side of the leg of your Fortress Maximus, there's a circular groove on the side right here, and I'm presuming this is the helicopter pad, and all you have to do is just kind of slide that in here, just very carefully, to kind of wedge it in there, just like so. So I'll show you how to put the arm on your Fortress Maximus. On the side here, there's a groove right there, and on the arm, there's a black nub right here, and basically all you have to do is very carefully kind of slot that in here just like so. So now that we have the helicopter pad and the arm on your Fortress Maximus, we can now go ahead and put him in his City mode. So before I show off the transformation for Cerebros and Emissary, I just want to show this off. If anybody is curious where the battery compartment is or not sure where it's located, on the back of Emissary, on the back of Cerebros, you need a Phillips crosshead screwdriver. Just move these out of the way for the time being. There's a small screw on the bottom right there. When you get that open, unclip the bottom half like so, and this is where your battery compartment is located. Just install 2 AAA batteries, and then clip it back into place, and you should be ready to go. So I just wanted to tell everybody where the battery compartment is located on Cerebros. Okay, so here we have Emissary in his Titan Master head mode, and just for a quick comparison size, And here is Spike from the Encore G1 Fortress Maximus. So to transform Emissary into his robot mode, and it's actually really easy to do. Basically all you have to do is just flip him upside down, take the legs, bring the legs out and down like so, rotate the head around like this, and here you have Emissary in his robot mode. There is a little bit of articulation, not much, but you can move the arms up like that and then bring them back down. You can move the arms out like this if you wanted to. Other than that, here he is in his robot mode. And for a quick comparison size with Emissary's robot mode, here is Headmaster Spike from the Encore G1 Fortress Maximus. So to transform Emissary back to his Titan Headmaster mode, basically all you have to do is rotate the head around like so, flip the feet back up like so, and here you have Emissary back to his Titan Headmaster mode. And here we have Fortress Maximus' head, otherwise known as Cerebros, in his head mode. He does have some details to him. He has some black and dark gray paint apps. He has some dark gray paint details around the face area. Some really light gray paint apps inside the face. He has some silver paint details alongside the ear here, and as well as on the other side, some silver paint details around the other side as well. So that about covers it for details for the head mode of Fortress Maximus. So just for a quick comparison with Cerebros' head mode, here is the other Cerebros in his head mode from the Encore G1 Fortress Maximus. So to transform Cerebros into his robot mode, the first few things you want to do is you want to bring this down, and to get the transformation noise, bring the ears or fold the ears back, just like so. And then with the legs, you want to bring the legs out and down like so. They're just clipped in along the side there. Do the same thing with the other side. Bring the leg out and down. Again, they're just clipped in along the side right there. And then you want to bring the foot down, bring the heel out. Do the same thing with the other side. Bring the heel out and bring the foot down like so. With the arms, you want to bring the arms back and plug them in along the side there. Just like so. Do the same thing with the other side. Bring the arm back. There's a hole right there and a peg right there. You want to just plug that into place like so. Rotate the arm around like this. Do the same thing with the other arm. Rotate the arm around like so. And get everything straightened out. And then last but not least, you want to take Emissary here and plug them on the top like so, and you get some power up noise. You also get some other sound effects by pressing on the head, or you can press right here. He says his name Cerebros. Make some shooting noises. As I said, you can also press along these shoulders right here, which is pretty cool. So if you keep pressing it, he kind of repeats himself. So the lights are inside the chest right there. There's a red light right there, if you guys can see that or not. Bring it a little bit closer. So taking a close look at Cerebros' robot mode and details, he stands just a little over 6 inches tall. And just for a size comparison with Cerebros' robot mode, here is Cerebros from the Encore G1 Fortress Maximus. So to transform Cerebros back to Fortress Maximus' head mode, the first thing you want to do is unplug Emissary from the body. And then I guess you can start with the arms. You can rotate the arms around like so they're facing out. Rotate the other arm the same way. Make sure the arm is facing out. Then you can untab it from the side like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Just untab it from the side of the body, like so. Bring it all the way around to the front. With the feet, you want to fold the heel back. Do the same thing with the foot. Fold the foot up, and then you can fold the foot back up. There's a hole right there and a peg right there. I'm going to plug that in like so. Do the same thing with the other leg. Bring the heel back. Bring the foot up like so. There's a hole right there and a tab right there. Fold the leg up. Tab that into place. And then with the shield, all you want to do is flip the shield back up like this. You get the transformation noise. Fold the ears back. And here you have Cerebros back into the Fortress Maximus' head mode. So just one thing I do want to show off before I forget. On the bottom of Fortress Maximus' head, there's a hole right there. And with Emissary, you can take the head of Emissary and actually plug that on the bottom of Fortress Maximus' head. Like so. Then you get him to say his name, Fortress Maximus. Okay, so here's a look at Titan Returns Fortress Maximus in his city mode. So I'm trying to get them all in frame so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. With Fortress Maximus' head, you can actually have it fit down inside the cavity in the tower of Fortress Maximus. And to do that, it's almost like you're going back to robot mode. So you want to bring this down. Again, you get the transformation noise. Fold the ears back. And then you want to bring the legs out and down like this. Do the same with the other side. Bring the leg out and down like so. And then now you can place them down inside the cavity, and I'll show you how to do that. So on the tower of Fortress Maximus, there's two green slots. There's one right here and one just on the other side. And on Cerebros, on the underneath of the leg part, there's two grooves, one there and one right there. And basically, all you have to do, and then if you do this very carefully, you should be able to line it up carefully. Slot that down very carefully on the inside. It's a little bit of a task to do, but if you do it properly, it should fit right into place. So by pressing on the top of Cerebros, where I showed you earlier during the review, he still has the lights and sound features by pressing right here. And if you keep pressing it, it keeps repeating itself. Fortress Maximus also has a blaster inside this compartment. All you have to do is fold this back like so, and then rotate this around like that, which I thought was kind of cool. So with the weapons that are on the legs of Fortress Maximus, they can move up and down. You can have it up if you want to. You don't really necessarily have to, but that's just an option you guys can have. And the same thing on the other side. The weapon does move up and down. So again, you have an option. You can have it down, or you can have it facing upwards like so. So with Emissary, you can have them plugged onto Fortress Maximus in city mode. There's a small peg on one side of the ramp right here. There's a small peg in the center right there. And on the other side of the ramp, there's another small peg right there. And there's two small pegs on the weapons on either side. And on the bottom of Emissary, there's two peg holes on the bottom of the feet right there. You can actually have them interact with Fortress Maximus. You can plug them on one side of the ramp like that. Or you can have them plugged on the center like that if you wanted to. Or you can have them plugged on the other side of the ramp like so. So there's plenty of ways to have Emissary interact with Fortress Maximus. So when everything's all said and done, here's just a quick shot of the Fortress Maximus in city mode with all the weapons deployed and Emissary standing in the middle. So for a comparison in city mode, here we have both Fortress Maximus and Generations Metroplex side by side. And one more comparison, here we have the Titan Returns Fortress Maximus with the Encore G1 Fortress Maximus in city mode. So from here, I'll show you how to transform Fortress Maximus into its battle station mode. So looking at Fortress Maximus from the backside, all you really want to do is just grab the legs, bring the legs all the way back, like so, and then do the exact same thing on the other side. Grab the other leg, bring that all the way back, just like so, and then you can bring these red turrets up if you wanted to, like that. Okay, so something I wanted to point out when I was putting Fortress Maximus in his battle station mode, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but under the turrets or weapons or whatever, these here, red bits, they act as stoppers. And what I mean by stoppers is, if you put the stopper down, you can adjust it to any angle without it falling down on its own. So if you put the stopper up and hold it like this, you can clearly see that that it flops down on its own. So if you put the stopper down like so, it won't flop down. You can adjust it to any angle that you want. The same with the other one. You can put the stopper down. Again, you can adjust it to any angle that you want. You can put it up high, or you can put it low without it falling down on its own. I thought that gave it a nice touch. And so here we have Fortress Maximus transformed into his battle station mode. So just for a few comparisons with Fortress Maximus's battle station mode, here is Generations Metroplex, and here's my Encore G1 Fortress Maximus. So now we can go ahead and transform Fortress Maximus into his robot mode. So the first few things of what you want to do for robot mode is you want to grab the foot and lock that into place like so. Do the same thing with the other side. Grab the other foot, bring that up, locking that into place just like so. Then with the legs, you want to extend the legs out like that. Do the same thing with the other leg. You want to extend the leg out like so. So coming up to the midsection of Fortress Maximus, you can take these blue bits, fold them back up like so. Do the same thing with the other one, fold that back up. And then you can separate like so. Bring this to the side, locking this into place like that. Do the same thing with the other side. Bring this all the way back, locking this into place like so. So coming up to the top part of Fortress Maximus, you can now swing the arms down like so, and then you can rotate the arm around like that, and then rotate the fist out, or rotate it around, and then you can bring the fingers down like that, and then do the exact same thing on the other side. You can swing the arm down like this, and then rotate the arm around so this part is facing towards you, and then you can rotate the fist around like this. You can even bring down the fingers just like that. Coming up to the very top of Fortress Maximus, with this blue piece here, I don't think it pegs anything. I think it just kind of sits in the back. So just kind of fold this down behind, just like so. Then the last thing you want to do, you want to grab the head of Fortress Maximus, grab Emissary, and plug that on the bottom, like so. Then take the head of Fortress Maximus, plug that on the top, just like so. And just make sure that's in there nice and secure. And you get them to say Fortress Maximus. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, here we finally have Titan's Return Fortress Maximus in all his glory and in his robot mode. So taking a closer look at Fortress Maximus's details, he stands almost a whopping 2 feet tall, about 23 inches to be exact. So Fortress Maximus also has licensed sounds in robot mode. When you press this button in the center of the chest, he has some sound effects.
Core
You hear him say his name, Fortress Maximus. His eyes also light up red.
Guess I'm the god.
Make some power up noises. So if you keep pressing it, I guess it kind of repeats itself. Again with some power up noises. So for a size comparison with Fortress Maximus' robot mode, and here's Generations Metroplex, and Fortress Maximus is now a slight remold of Generations Metroplex with some modifications to him. So looking on the back of Generations Metroplex, it is now the front of Fortress Maximus. So now looking on the front of Generations Metroplex is now the back side of Fortress Maximus. Even the ramps on Metroplex's legs are now the ramps on the back of Fortress Maximus's arms. And one more comparison, here is Titan Returns Fortress Maximus, standing next to Encore G1 Fortress Maximus. So one thing I did want to show off before we go back to Fortress Maximus' city mode, you can take the gun off the leg of Fortress Maximus and have him hold it as a weapon. And here's just a quick shot of Fortress Maximus holding his gun that I took off his leg, and I thought that was kind of cool. So to put the weapon back on Fortress Maximus' legs, there's two circular notches, one there, one right there, and on the weapon there's two circular grooves, one there and one on the other side. And basically all you have to do is kind of slide that over just like so. So now I'll show you how to put Fortress Maximus back into a city mode. So the very first thing you want to do to go back to city mode is remove the head, which is Cerebros, off the body of Fortress Maximus. Then you want to come to the hands. You can fold the fingers up, rotate the hand around like so, then do the same thing on the other side. You can fold the fingers up and then just rotate the arm or the fist around like so. Then with the arms, you want to rotate the arms so this part is facing back like so. Do the same thing on the other arm. This part here is now facing the back. So just rotate that all the way around, like so. Now with the arms, you can now bring the arms up, all the way, like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Like so. With the legs, you can now bring the legs together, close again the gap. Like that. Do the same thing on the other side, bring the legs together, filling in the gap. Then with this back section, you can now bring this all the way up, just like so. With the midsection, you can now unclip this here. Do the same thing on the other side. You can unclip it from the back, bringing these together, just like that. And then you can also bring these down, like so. So now having Fortress Maximus laying down flat on his back, you can now take Cerebros and put them inside the cavity of Fortress Maximus. Again, it's a little bit tricky to do. And kind of fit them down in here just like so. With the feet, you want to bring the feet down and kind of clip it into place. Sometimes it doesn't really want to stay in place. You just kind of have to mess around with it. And until it clips into place. Do the same thing on the other foot, bring the other foot down. And again, sometimes it really doesn't want to stay in place. You just kind of have to mess around with it for it to stay in place. Just kind of give it a good push. Like so. Then from here, you can even bring the cannons up if you want. Do the same thing on the other side, bring the cannon up. Then with the leg, you can now separate the leg outwards. Like so. Do the same thing on the other side, bring the leg outwards. Like so. And here we now have Titan's return Fortress Maximus back into his city mode. So I think that just about wraps things up for another video review. This is MikeMouse74, and you've just seen from Transformers Generations, this is the brand new Titan's Returns Fortress Maximus with Emissary and Cerebros. Kudos on you, Hasbro, for making such a cool looking repaint and an awesome figure. Way to go. Who would have thought? Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, support the mouse, support your Transformers community. Stay tuned for lots more reviews to come. Join me and my friends in my Facebook group called MikeMouse74's The Mousetrap. You can also follow me on Twitter. I also have a MikeMouse74's community. All the links will be posted down in the description down below. I want to thank everybody for watching, and as always guys, take care everyone.